What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to grease up this stump grinder and show y'all how to do it. If you got one of these things, I'm pretty sure not many of you do. There ain't a whole lot of stump grinding people around that actually stay with it, other than ones that just rent the machines. But I made a dumb decision to buy one, if you call it that. But I mean, if you hustle hard, you can make damn good money with these things. So they are a good investment if you really want to work hard and do the work and make the money. So let's get started on this. On these grinders, they have a bunch of little hidden areas to grease, so make sure you check every little nook and cranny you can. I can't remember how many off the count them and tell you. You got one here, one here, and one on the opposite side as well. And then you got one here and one on the opposite side right there. And you got one down here inside the wheel. And you got two in here. You got one over on top, which we maneuvered it that way when we put the new bearing in right here, because it was out this way, but the machine, when it's pulling shit in and hitting it, it tore it up. So hopefully this one don't get tore up. It didn't have the cover down in there like that one does. This one, look back in here, kind of sticks out. It was getting caught with stuff that would get caught in the wheel, and it broke it on the last one and wore my bearing out. So we kind of put it back there. It's a little pain in the ass to get a grease gun back in there, but I have a flexible piece that bends down in there and sits on it pretty easy. And then the track, you got all kinds of them on here as well. The back wheel. You got inside of here, there's a nipple inside this hole. You got two. Might be missing one on this side of the track. Can't remember. Of course, you got one, two. I don't know why this one's on the outside and the other one's inside the hole. I guess maybe the mechanics before done that or something. But you got one on each part of the track over here. I think that's it for the track. I still feel like I'm missing some, but if I'm right, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. If I'm right, that's 12. 12 greasing points on here. That sounds about right, because I believe I counted them before and it was 12. If you never used a grease gun before you even try to connect it to the nipple, make sure you clean all of the whatever's gathered around it off of it, so you can get it to go down on there and get it to lock on right, so it's not just squirting it all out while you're squeezing. But you can tell when they get full, you'll feel more pressure inside when you're squeezing, and then shit'll start to explode out if you got it tightened right and down on there. You got it locked down on there, and you just press it in and out as many times as you can until you see stuff start to squirt out down here. It's getting harder to pump, so we got a little bit coming out down there. It seems to be getting pretty full. I use a pocket knife, a little screwdriver, whatever I can find to fit inside these holes. Clean all the gunk out of them. You see, you get quite a bit in there, plus excess grease and stuff. But make sure you clean all that out before you start trying to grease the machine up, so it gets a good amount of gunk inside of here. And this goes with anything that has these where you gotta grease your vehicle or whatever. Just make sure that you clean around them and get them connected pretty good. We'll clean this other one that's up here too, that's hidden. Just remember there's 12 of these that I counted. Hopefully I ain't forgetting any, but I don't think I am. There's quite a few just in the wheel alone. That's good. Just got a connector in here. Get the pumping. Getting full. It's coming out of the top now here and inside of there, so it's got full. It'll start getting stiff when you start feeling it getting full in there. To start getting a little stiff, and then you just connect it to the other and the same all the way around. Pretty simple. If you've greased anything before, you know how it works. You just got to find all the nipples, get them connected right, make sure all the nipples are cleaned off. And make sure you find them all on this machine. We can run over and count them one more time before I wrap this video up. You got 1, 2 inside the wheel. And then you got 2 right here on the outside, bottom part of the wheel. So that's 4. And 1 on each side of the arm. That's 5 and 6. So you got, oh, I did about forget one. Number 7 right here under the hydraulic. I almost forgot that one. So you got 7 on just this whole section right here. Then we go over to the main part of the machine. You got 1 here, 1 there. So that's 2. 2 on each of the wheels. So 4, 6. I don't think I'm forgetting any now. So you got 6 on the main part of the machine and 7 just on the wheel. So there should be 13 of them. This is something a little extra I do with my equipment. I'll use some WD-40 or some PB Blaster. My dad says PB Blaster is way better. I think it is too, honestly. But, you know, I mean, I'll spray the, if I spray it right, but I'll spray the wheels, wet them down a little up in there, get it sprayed real good. Help loosen things up in there. I do inside the wheels well, near my bearings, especially when I got shit stuck in there. It helps loosen that crap out. I'm gonna have to pull all that little twine and stuff out of there. But I will. I'll spray the wheel, help lube it all up, keep everything lubed. Eat up little rust deposits or anything anywhere. But I do this with cars, mowers, any kind of equipment I have that just needs some extra lubing, you know, help keep things a little loose and rust free if I can, you know, try my best to. You know, this one's a little trickier. This one's got like a weird guard in it, but I do it with my trailers, all that stuff, help loosen stuff up. Just showed you some simple stuff. I mean, if you grease vehicles and shit like that, then pretty much know what to do, and this is just a pointless ass video for you to watch. But if you got one of them machines or any machine, this will help you know how to grease things up a little bit. Make sure you clean the nipples on them sons of bitches, or you're just gonna waste a whole lot of grease trying to, and you might think you have it filled up or something, and it's not because it's clogged up. So make sure you clean them things. And, you know, just like I said, PB Blaster, you know, not a sponsor or nothing like that, but, or WD-40, anything similar will work good to help lube up anything that you keep greased and stuff, or that has wheels and shit that's track driven that just gets rusty and creaky and squeaky and all that bullshit. Car pulleys and stuff like that. I do all kinds of redneck shit with it, but it comes in a lot of good different uses. But that's all for today's video. So like and subscribe and check out new shit I put up. Live life, have fun.